Hi everyone, this is Rita again, another recipe from my tiny little kitchen. One of my favorite lunch or dinner recipes. I could eat this every single day if I have to. Healthy, it is not raw, but it definitely has really healthy ingredients. Now I'm going to use olive oil. So all you need is basically a skillet, a pan, wooden spoon. I have pre-cooked some quinoa and some black rice. That's basically why it's not raw, because it's slightly heated here as well. So because we're using olive oil, make sure you only go up to medium heat. Otherwise it'll burn and it produces some toxic stuff which we don't want in there. So I've pre-cooked some black rice and quinoa, both gluten-free. The whole recipe is gluten-free. It is very high in protein, and they say it's 98% fat-free, so I have to believe what's written on the packaging. So what we're going to do is heating the olive oil a bit up. We're going to put some pepita in there, just a handful, just tossing it. You can toast this in the oven. I like to do it here because we're going to add some organic dried cranberries as well. Handful as well, and that will toast beautifully with the pumpkin seeds together in the olive oil. So we just let that toast a bit. You will hear it crackling and popping, and that's when you know that it's ready. Until it does that, let's just go over here. So we're washing the kale in some water which has vinegar in it. Now this is organic kale, which we are using today, but still I like to wash it. Even though it's organic, it can still have some stuff on it from the shop. So we're washing it, we're taking that really hard middle part out, as you've just seen. And we're going to cut it into tiny little strips, just coarsely. That's basically it. Just cutting it crosswise so it's not too big. Now this will go into the oil with the pumpkin seeds and the cranberries as well. Once that is heated. So you can come over here, you can start to see that it's starting to turn nice and glazy, the cranberries, and the pepita is starting to change color into more like a golden. You don't want it to burn, but you definitely want it to toast in the medium oil. You can also use coconut oil, but I love the texture and also the taste of olive oil in this recipe. We are going to put some sea salt in it. I love Celtic sea salt. It has more minerals than normal table salt. I would definitely not recommend to use table salt in any recipes. Depending on your health and your workout regime and all that, you can use less or more depending on what you like. Let that toast. So you don't want it to burn. And then we're basically going to add the kale in it. And we're going to saute the kale until it's basically glazed but not wilted, so it's still a bit crunchy, but you'll see it's changing color. So we don't want it to burn, but we want it to change a bit of a texture. So that's why it's another reason that this recipe is not raw, but still keeping all of the goodness in the kale. So constantly moving, making sure that it's not burning and getting covered with the oil. Moving it around. As you can see, it will shrink as well. It will lose some of the moisture in it. And if you have pre-cooked rice or quinoa, you can either have it, the mixture like I had it today, or you can do just one or the other. It will be a really quick recipe that you can sort of make whenever comes dinner or lunchtime. I normally have some cooked quinoa and rice in the fridge. So we're just going to add about 3 heaped tablespoons in here. Just heating it up again, as this is called. You can see that the black rice is actually not black but more purple. It gives it a beautiful color. Also, now that this is heating, I'm going to add the last ingredient, and this is apple cider vinegar. Love, love, love that stuff. Make sure it's the one with the mother. It's organic, and we're just going to add about one tablespoon in there. Definitely turning it off where the heat is coming from and just mixing it through. So once the apple cider is on there, you want to turn the heat off or take it off the heat, depends on how hot you are cooking it. And that's basically done. And you serve it, and oh, look at those cranberries, they're nice and red. And that's dinner served. So thank you very much again for watching, and have a look at some of my other videos if you need some help making the recipes or for some tips. And once again, I welcome any comments underneath the video. I'll see you next time. Bye.